Benji here. I want to show you how I lost over $60,000 early on in the Amazon process when I first started selling my first item. And I really want to show you, one, why it happened, how you can avoid it, and why it's a good thing. So you can actually use this to get motivated and start selling on Amazon FBA if you haven't already. Awesome, so it's been a little bit since I've done an Amazon FBA video, but we're coming back and I'm coming back strong. We're doing a video a day for you, coming to you with the best content out there. We're getting these resources, these sheets, these strategies, all the latest stuff for you, what's working now in late 2019 and what's going to be working in 2020 and beyond. So I hope you're as excited as I am to be here. If things look a little bit different, we are rebranding slightly because we're branching out. No longer are we only teaching Amazon FBA. We're also going to be bringing you the YouTube Diamond Academy, which we've had a handful of members we're working with to get the first testimonials on, helping people start businesses through YouTube. How we made over $1 million on YouTube and how you can do the same as well. We've got that little test class in the Diamond Academy, and then we're going to be opening that up to the general public again. And we're also teaching a few other business strategies that I've used. I've made over $1 million over the last 5 years on business strategies that I've never actually talked about. So I want to bring that to you because it's really good for beginners. But I want to mainly be focused on Amazon FBA because that is one of the best ways you can build a long-term asset online, and especially if you're new to entrepreneurship, it's a really simple and easy way to not have to put your face on the screen, not have to worry about anything, but creating a really cool product that you're passionate about and that you like. Get that done in China, ship it over to the Amazon warehouse, and sell it on Amazon FBA, and get to $10,000 a month as quickly as possible. So, to help you ride the 10K train into 10K town, like a lot of our success stories and testimonials, we've got hundreds of people doing it already. We want you to join it. We've got this video for you and this calculator that I've created on Google Drive. I'll link it up in the description. What you want to do is you want to go click on the link in the description, come to File, and then click Make a Copy, and you'll be able to edit this copy as if it was your own. And put in all your numbers and stuff here. Now remember, if you aren't currently selling on Amazon FBA, you still want to watch this video because this not only will inspire you to get started on Amazon, because it is such a good problem to have, which is running out of stock. The demand is so high on Amazon that 90 to 95% of the sellers run out of stock. So one, if you haven't actually got started on Amazon FBA yet, watch this video because it's going to be inspiring. But also, two, or B, I don't know if I was using numbers or letters, if you do know how to avoid this mistake, which I'm going to show you using this calculator, and 90% of people, so 90% of your competitors are running out of stock, I'm going to show you how you can take advantage of that when they're out of stock, and therefore get ahead of them in their listings and steal their sales long term. So let's jump into this calculator together. It's a two-part calculator. Part one's up here, and part two's down here. Basically, part one is a wake-up call, and if this doesn't wake you up, then I'm not sure what will, but basically how much money, how much profit you are losing every single day you're out of stock, that's what this calculates. And I'm using some data from early on in my Amazon journey on basically how I lost over $60,000 by running out of stock really quickly on Amazon. And all you have to do is you have to answer these questions. All this data can be pulled from inside your seller account really quickly and easily. Question one is, how many sales have you made in the last 7 days? So early on, I was making $14,470 worth of sales in a week period. So in that last week before I went out of stock, my item was really peaking and starting to sell, and I was really excited and happy with it. And my profit margin was really high as well. A good profit margin on Amazon FBA is north of 30%. Some people have up to 50 or 60% profit margin, which is outrageously amazing. But even some people have as low as 10% profit margin. But as long as the numbers are there and it's profitable per item that you sell, you'll be doing really well. I recommend you try and shoot for above 25%. And obviously I don't put a cap on the top of the profit margin. So I was selling a product at 36% profit margin, and I'd done $470 of sales in the last 7 days. So how much does that cost me every day to be out of stock? Now, this is where it really is a wake-up call, and it really is surprising. It's costing me $744 of profit to be out of stock every single day, which is just outrageous. And it's simple to look at now and just be like, wow, that's a lot of money to be losing every day. Of course, I'm going to be aware and not actually get out of stock and lose this. But I promise you, it's a lot harder than you think. That's why 90 to 95% of people make this mistake. I'm going to show you just how hard it is in a little test that I've got for you in just a second. But basically, you also want to figure out how much are you losing per month in profit, not even revenue, but profit. $22,000 a month of profit I was losing. I was out of stock for over 3 months because one, I had a big supplier time, production time to get it actually back into stock from my supplier. And two, my supplier was busy. It was a busy time of the year. So you can't always expect your supplier to be ready and jump at the click of a finger and have your stock going back in stock already. You got to make sure you're communicating with them ahead of time. Now, this doesn't even take into account the sales rank loss. Now, if you're inside the mentorship program or Amazon Secrets or our masterclass, you'll know that losing a sales rank, losing that momentum is absolutely critical in your sales. Your SEO placement, which is also going to kill sales. Your momentum is the number one thing that you want to be preserving. No new reviews are coming in, so your competitors' review counts are getting higher. Your conversion rate starts dropping because people go to your page, but you're out of stock and they can't push buy. So your conversion rate drops, which again kills your listing. And no new customers. You can't recommend them to anyone else. You can't get their data for future promotions. You're losing so much more than actual these figures that are on the screen up here. So the second part of this is cool. This is how much I would lose if I went out of stock. How do I make sure that I don't actually go out of stock? So you want to ask yourself, how many units have you sold in the last 7 days? So for this example, we were selling 863 units over the last 7 days, which is just over 100 units a day. And then you want to ask yourself, how many units do you have left in stock? So we had over 6,300 units in stock. So it seems not too bad, 100 units a day, or just over 100 units a day, and we've still got 6,300 units left in stock. But what you need to do is you need to come in here and you need to put in what is your production and shipping time. So how long does it take for your factory to actually produce your product and get it to Amazon and have Amazon accept it into their warehouse? Now, the big chunk of time there is going to be production. Then you're going to have a smaller chunk of time, which is going to be shipping, whether you do sea or air shipping. And then, of course, getting Amazon to actually put it into stock can take anywhere between like half a day. I've had it go in like an hour, which is incredible. And a couple of weeks. Sometimes it gets lost and they get confused, and it can take up to a couple of weeks. But you want to average that to be about 2 to 3 days maximum, because that's what it normally is. But add all those days together and put it in here. So say we had a 20-day production time, 5-day shipping time, and we've allowed 5 days for Amazon's warehouse, which would be quite a quick turnaround. I know a lot of people have even up to 45 to 60-day turnaround, and that would be quite, if you come in and put your stats in here, you probably need to reorder way sooner than you think. So with these stats in mind, you want to be like, cool, how many days do I have left to actually reorder? So I make sure that when my last item leaves Amazon's warehouse and goes to the customer that bought it, the new stock has arrived and is replenished and is in stock. And there's a lot of cool strategies and tips that we actually teach inside of the mentorship program that show you exactly how you can take advantage of that exact point in time to improve your product. And maybe I'll make a new video about that, or if not, get inside the mentorship program, which I'll link up in the description. How many days until you run out of stock, or how many days until you should actually reorder your stock? 14 days, so 2 weeks. This recommends until I reorder my stock. There's a little bit of a buffer here to help you out, but if you're selling 100 products a day, you've got 6,300 left in stock, you got only 30 days to get it from, hey, I want more, please supplier, here's the money, to now it's in stock in Amazon. You'd be like, cool, I've got a long time till I need to reorder, but this suggests that you need to reorder in 14 days, which is mind-blowing. This is why most people miss this. This is why most people don't understand how to stay in stock, and they go up, down, up, down, up, down. And if you can stay consistent, you're going to do incredibly well. So all you have to do is you can come in, and if your numbers are even small, you can come in and put in your numbers here, and you can basically, this is not per day, this is over the last 7 days, so 280. And you can see it goes into the negative. You should have reordered 4 days ago, so you can be on your supplier like, please get this done as soon as possible, because you already know you're going out of stock. There are a lot of strategies, and I don't want to make this video a big one. I'm trying to segment my videos into very specific things that people can search for and find, and I can take care of that one thing for you. But there's a lot of cool strategies you can use too to avoid going out of stock, such as slowly raising your price $1. And I've got a rule inside the mentorship program, basically when to raise your price and at what time, in order to maximize your momentum for your listing. So when you're back in stock, you've lost no momentum, and it actually starts accelerating as soon as you're back in stock because of the momentum that you've gathered by raising your price, because sales aren't the only thing that count towards momentum, it's actually revenue. So you can actually increase your revenue as you're going out of stock and slow down the amount of items that you sell. So there's an exact formula that I use, but you can also just take that and do your own formula with that. If you want the exact formula, once again, jump inside the mentorship program. I'm excited to be seeing a lot of more people signing up to these programs, because I'm more excited to work with you to understand exactly what you need and bring you the best content, not only here on YouTube or in my courses, but actually in my new mastermind that I am creating. So I hope to see you in that. I hope this was helpful for you. Make sure you put your own numbers in there, and I'll see you tomorrow, because now we're posting daily, and I'll be excited to see your face again. So thank you for joining.